Today marks 4 weeks since I started the Primal Queen supplement experiment, and I want to share exactly what's happened, good, bad, and totally unfiltered. If you're expecting a dramatic transformation story, let me set expectations now. This is about real data, real life, and what happens when things don't go as planned. If you're new here, I'm Jen Fast, and this is Hungry AF. This is video 4 in my Wellness Experiments series, where I test wellness products with as much honesty and real-life context as possible. So, let's start with the basics. Did I actually stick to the protocol? My original goal was 2 doses a day, with my lunch and my dinner every day. Out of 28 days, I managed only 15 days. Here's why. I got sick for an entire week and I couldn't keep food down, so I stopped all supplements. And honestly, getting back into the habit after being sick was a struggle. I only managed to get back to the full twice-a-day protocol during the last 4 days. So yeah, real life definitely showed up this month. Now, let's talk numbers, because that's what you're really here for. My baseline energy was a 5 out of 10 before the experiment. At 2 weeks of taking Primal Queen supplements, I was up a bit to 5.4 out of 10. But after 4 weeks, probably due to illness, maybe just life, my average actually dropped to 4.8 out of 10. So, not the direction I'd hoped for, but that's the reality. Sleep is always a wild card, but here's what my Apple Health data says. My 2025 average was 6 hours and 39 minutes of sleep a night. In the first 2 weeks of January, it bumped up to 7 hours and 5 minutes a night. But in the last 2 weeks, it dipped back down to 6 hours and 46 minutes. Being sick really threw off my sleep. At first, I slept less and then ended up sleeping most of the day while I was recovering, so a lot of fluctuation. And as for strength training, well, that's a big 0. I didn't get in a single session in the past 2 weeks. Being sick totally derailed my routine. If you've ever tried to stick to a fitness plan and gotten sick, you know how tough it is to get back on track. Now, before you ask, did I experience any side effects? On the bright side, I had no apparent side effects from Primal Queen at all. I definitely don't attribute my illness to the supplement, and since resuming it, I've had no problems. So that's one thing I can say for sure. Let's shift gears and talk about how easy or not easy it was to actually take the supplement, and what I think about its claims so far. The supplement itself was easy to take. The capsule is a reasonable size, and it has no taste or aftertaste. It actually smells great. It smells like peppermint. Convenience-wise, this experiment has been a reminder that consistency is everything. After getting sick, rebuilding the habit was much harder than I expected. If you've ever tried to restart a routine after a setback, you'll get it. As for the product claims, nothing's really changed for me in terms of energy, sleep, or strength. I do have some testimonials from other users in the Primal Queen Ambassador Facebook group, and I'm putting those on screen for you now so you can take a look at them. But honestly, they're all anecdotal. Your mileage may vary, and I want to be clear. Individual stories aren't the same as scientific proof. So, what about the science or community evidence? This month, all I've got is anecdotes from the community. If you want to see more of those, let me know in the comments and I'm happy to share them. But again, these are individual stories, not clinical data. I'll keep looking for published research or new evidence as it comes out. Now let's answer the big question. What's actually plausible to expect after just 4 weeks? At 4 weeks, if the supplement was really moving the needle for me, I'd expect to see more consistent energy, maybe some strength progress, or a clear sleep improvement. What I actually saw was mostly noise, largely because I was sick and off my routine. No meaningful trends, and nothing I can confidently attribute to Primal Queen. Sometimes the honest answer is not much to report here. So, after all that, do any of the product claims feel more believable? Honestly, no. I haven't seen enough change to back up any of the promises, but I also know this was a rough month for me. The jury's still out, and I'm not ready to endorse or dismiss anything based on my experience so far. So, what's the next step from here? My plan for the next month is I'll finish out my current supply, but I don't plan to buy more with my own money. What I am genuinely interested in is the Goddess Creatine Bites product. I'll even pay for them myself to see how they stack up. Because the research on creatine is actually pretty strong, especially for women, for brain health, and muscle retention. If I find anything worth reporting on the last week or so on the Primal Queen Beef Organs supplement, I'll definitely be back with that for you. To wrap up, Adherence was a struggle, thanks to illness and to real life. No major changes in energy, sleep, or strength. No side effects, nothing negative to report on that front. All claims made by the brand are still unproven for me. But I'm not closing the door yet. I want to acknowledge that 4 weeks is actually not a long time to test a nutritional supplement. Ideally, I'd keep using them for 8 to 12 weeks, but I'm going to be totally honest as always. I'm not willing to spend my own money on this particular product. I will, however, move on and spend my own money on the creatine products, so stay tuned for that. I'm also still technically an affiliate for this brand, so if you want to try any of the products for yourself, I can provide you with links so you can at least try them at a discount. The 3 products are the Primal Queen Beef Organs Supplement. That's what I was testing here. I'll put a link in the description, but if you are seeing this on Facebook, Instagram, or TikTok, you can just comment the word Queen and I'll DM you the link. The Goddess Creatine Bites are the next product that I'll test for you. But if you're seeing this again on Facebook, Instagram, or TikTok, you can just comment the word creatine and I'll DM you the link. And the newest product in the Primal Queen line is the coveted PQ7 Appetite Control. That one is often sold out, so it's very popular. But I'll post the link for you anyway, and if you're seeing this on Facebook, Instagram, or TikTok, you can comment PQ7 and I'll DM you the link. There will also be links in my bio on the platforms that allow for that. If you want to follow the rest of this wellness experiment series or see how the creatine bites go, subscribe and check out that playlist. And I'd love to hear from you. What questions do you have? Have you tried any of these yourself, and what was your experience? Drop your thoughts below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.